All right, shalom. This is going to be a reading for the divine masculines. That is my intention. So, Heavenly Father, Holy Spirit, Heavenly Mother, Wisdom, or Earthly Mother, please give us some insight on what the divine masculine needs to know or needs to work on, deal with, all of that. Give us some insight on just the divine masculine. Give us some insight on 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 the divine masculine. Let's see what's going on with that. Oh my gosh. You can't make some of this stuff up. You really can't. I mean, you can try, but you can't. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm being led to, after I looked at it, I guess I'm gonna show this. This is the Angel Therapy deck, and the card that was at the bottom of the deck is singing and dancing. And it's so funny because Spirit gave me this information like a month or so now ago, or maybe just a couple weeks ago, about singing and dancing and how this can raise our vibrations. So I don't know. Again, this is supposed to be messages for the divine masculine, but I do feel that in part of that, again, in one of the other readings I mentioned that there is no divine masculine without the divine feminine, just like there's no divine feminine without the divine masculine. We're always going to probably pop up and show up somehow in each other's readings because we are connected. But anyway, I'm thinking maybe this could be either their energy, or this could be the energy that a lot of the divine feminines could be operating in. So let me just go ahead and read what this card says. It says, express yourself and awaken your psychic senses through the magical power of music and movement. See, and that's still raising your vibration. So I think that's beautiful. Anyway, the first card that flew out was, you are profoundly clairvoyant. And for me, when this comes out, I really think about the fact that somebody is having visions, someone's having dreams, somebody is seeing things, somebody is highly intuitive. So anyway, here's what the card says. Trust what you see in your mind's eye, as well as, with your physical sight, for your spiritual vision helps you with healing, teaching, and guidance. And even more importantly, a lot of the divine masculine are going to be stepping into the roles of teachers. First of all, I ain't trying to take over their stuff, but the divine feminine and masculines, they're going to be a unit with teaching. But of course, they got to step into their role of teaching, and so do the women. So they've been getting a lot of their messages, and they're going to have to share these things with the public, with the masses, with those who they are, or their soul tribe, even those who they're connected to. They've been having a whole lot of activity, spiritual activity going on, and growth. And maybe they themselves have had issues with trusting themselves in the past. Maybe they used to look to other people. They would depend on other people's visions and clairvoyance instead of depending on that they already have within themselves. But now this is getting stronger, and they're tapping into this more. They're beginning to see like something is here. Like this, it may have seemed crazy to them at first, spooky, but they have begun to look into it. I'll just say that. The middle card that came out was Twin Flame, y'all. This is why I kind of laughed. I giggled at first about this card because this came up in just a general spiritual reading. And now I just couldn't help. I got too excited when I saw this one because I'm like, wow, there's no way that I can make some of this stuff up. No way whatsoever. So anyway, To me, that means that whoever this reading is going to resonate with, they're probably 9 times out of 10, or maybe even 10 times out of 10, they are a part of a twin flame. Or to me, I see the twin flame union as the 144,000. What the spirit of the Most High told me a couple years ago, back in 2016, the summer of 2016, was that the Elohim was going to be putting together brand new couples for the purpose of bringing healing and everything to this earth and bringing the kingdom here on earth. And also, I was told that unions that had been in separation were going to be brought back together. They were going to be powerful, miraculous. It was going to show the real love of the Most High through us and through our relationships, and that we were going to then teach other people. And the teaching don't even necessarily have to be that we're out front, center, leading. It can literally be teaching through our union, teaching through the way that we love. But anyway, that's just a sidebar, a caveat. Let's read. It says, the answer to your question involves a spiritually based romantic relationship. Now, my question was, what is it that, what's going on pretty much with the divine masculine, and what are some messages for the divine masculine? That was my question. That's it. And here we are. They're pretty much one portion of a divine union. Oh, wow. Well, how did that happen? Okay, so that's that. That's all I got for now. We might get some more. And then this card came out, was the last card that flew out with the twin flame union. And it's talking about crystals, which for me is kind of funny because I'm telling y'all, like just a year or two ago, I knew nothing about crystals, really. I heard of them, but I didn't have any inclination to them. And just within a matter of a couple of months, okay, my interest in crystals have gone up tremendously. I now own my own few crystals, and I literally just got a chance to go shopping the evening before last evening, and bought even more. So I'm just so excited because I just feel like it's connected. So it says crystals. The energy of crystals supports you and helps you with your present situation. Wow. I'm even wearing a crystal around my neck right now. I don't remember what the name of it, but I just realized. Uh-oh, somebody's on the door at the door, guys. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry. I am back. My brother-in-law came by. But anyways, I believe I was on the card about crystals, and I was talking about how I had just went into a crystal shop last evening and got a couple different crystals. And I feel like one of the last things I was saying was that I'm literally wearing a crystal. And please excuse me for breathing all out of breath. I had to go up like 2-3 flights of stairs. But anyway, I realized that I bought a crystal that Spirit showed me last night, or maybe it was either last night or sometime this morning, that I'm actually wearing around my neck, and I didn't know what it was. And I actually bought this crystal months prior to ever even finding out about this crystal shop. And now I realize that this crystal that I'm actually wearing close to me and around my neck actually helps with, I want to say, psychic visions and dreams and things like that, which for me I really want. And I have been dreaming so much more. It's crazy. Like, I'm a dreamer anyway, naturally inclined. But the beautiful thing about crystals is that they really have energies, okay? And it says the energy of crystals supports you and helps you with your present situation. And to me, what we're going through now and what I'm going through personally is growth, period. And so crystals are really good with that. Crystals are good with just really anything you need. Like, if you need some clarity, there's a crystal for that. I'm just so grateful. I feel like this is all about spiritual gifting, Because even with this, like I just said, the crystals, I feel like this, especially this one around my neck, that I didn't even know what the qualities were until I had to go to the crystal shop and I saw this particular crystal, and I didn't even notice that I had it around my neck too. I didn't even notice. It never dawned on me that I was wearing even a crystal around my neck. I don't even know how to make sense of that right now, but it didn't dawn on me. I thought it was beautiful, and I knew that I wanted a crystal to be able to keep close to me, but again, I didn't know what type of crystal it was either, if I did know that it was a crystal before. However, I wound up walking into a totally different crystal shop and picking up the very crystal that I actually have around my neck as something that could be handheld or just put on my little table here, right? And when I was reading up about what the gifts and properties and the virtues are, it had some things to do with psychic ability and just increasing that. And again, remember, this talks about being profoundly clairvoyant. So the other thing I want to say is that maybe our divine masculines, they are also tapping into their spiritual energy. They're also learning more about spiritual matters. And so your divine masculine could know about crystals. You know, that could be part of what their journey what has been about. Like, I just kind of like what spirit is telling me right now is that when you and your divine masculine reconnect, you guys are going to find out that you both were kind of dealing with some of the same exact spiritual things, but like maybe somehow somewhat different. You know, maybe some of your spiritual giftings are going to be different than the other, but they're going to complement one another. And then there are going to be some that are the same, you know, and all that kind of stuff. So I just think, I don't know, but I definitely feel like this has obviously everything to do with these 144,000 relationships. And I'm gathering that somehow we're both dealing with crystals. Like, I think we're both dealing with crystals, and we are both having visions. We're both having to learn to trust what we see with our mind's eye. What we're getting in our dreams, what we're getting in visions, what we're getting with what we even see with our carnal and physical two eyes. This to me deals with intuition as well. So I just feel like everybody's intuition is getting stronger. But since this is predominantly supposed to be a divine masculine reading, I'm going to say that the divine masculine is really tapping into his spiritual side. And that is good news, because again, this is going to be a spiritual union. It's going to be physical, but it is first spiritual. And so for him to be tapping into his spiritual side, I mean, it's going to mean everything. It's really going to mean everything. And again, he's going to be able to offer healing, because he himself has had to heal. So he's had to learn some healing lessons. And now that he's learned them and put them into practice for himself, he's going to be able to share and teach. And he's probably already sharing and teaching now, you know, and he'll be able to offer guidance, which is what initially this union is supposed to be about. Like, I feel like that's part of the spiritual work. Us healing ourselves and then teaching other people how to do it and being somehow guides and lights to others. Yep. So I'm excited, guys. I'm really excited. I'm really, really excited right now. I'm just, I don't know where that came from. I want to ask for some clarity on here. So let's see what's going on. Heavenly Father, please clarify. Please clarify we want to clarify the profoundly clairvoyant card. I'm asking for maybe some of the particular signs that could be really experiencing this energy. Please clarify you are profoundly clairvoyant card. Please clarify the you are profoundly clairvoyant card. All right, so the first thing that came up was the Ace of Cups. Cups always deals with the water signs, so I'm going to say heavily influenced by water. It is a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces energy. But then we also have the sky. So I feel like this could be also Gemini, Libras, and Aquariuses. Heavily. Do I see anything else? Not right now. So to me, that's the energy that I see the most of. In this card. Water signs and air signs. Those who are, and of course we know it could be any sign, but I did ask for something specific, guys, and I think I got my answer. So now let's also clarify what's going on. Let's clarify something with the twin flames. I don't even know what to say, Heavenly Father, but let's just clarify the twin flames. What other information and insight? What is the twin flame circumstances? What's going on with it? All right, so what came out was the Four of Wands. And so I'm going to see what this means. Get some clarity on it. Okay, let me put my phone on silent. Excuse me, I'm so sorry, guys. Let me put my phone on silent so nobody else interrupt. Let's see. Four Cups, if I'm not mistaken. Four of Wands, excuse me, definitely deals with life and family. And I just get that obviously from just looking at the card, but I don't want to mess nothing up. So I'm going to give the upright meaning and I'm going to give the reversed meaning right now. Wands for me deal with communication. They also deal with life, like I said, life issues and or work related issues. So that's what I'm expecting to see. So right now, the Four of Wands deals with celebration in the upright, celebration, safety, home, country life, harmony, prosperity, peace, and perfected work of all of these. When it's reversed, it increases the original meaning. This is the card that came out for clarifying the twin flame. To me, this is talking about even just a heightened sense of success overall. You get the house, it said country life. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that for some of you guys, when you start to build your home with one another, you are going to pick areas that are kind of like secluded because you want to be able to be away from the hustle, maybe and bustle of the city. I think a lot of you guys are going to, because you're going to be such spiritual people, you're going to want to be able to flow in whatever way that you desire. And you want to kind of be you want to be away from the people enough to where you can have like a retreat kind of like thing in your home. But then you also want to have to go, like when you have to go do the teaching and, you guys have to go and assist and guide people, then you can go into the city. I feel like speaking engagements and things will happen like for both of you guys, but your home is going to be away from everyone so that you guys can rest and so that you can have and maintain your peace. Both of you guys are highly intuitive and very empathetic and very spiritual beings. So being around so many different people in the city could be draining for you guys. You understand what I'm saying? Or it can really irritate you. I don't want to say irritate, but that's the word that did come out, so I'm going to leave it like that. But I guess when I say irritate, it's like when you see the plight of people, it can frustrate you. It can anger you because we are also passionate. But yeah, that's what I feel like that's talking about. Wow. Oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Okay, I just want to try something else. Let's see what situation, what is the present situation, Heavenly Father? Let's clarify the crystals card. What is the present situation that crystals, um, and I just want y'all to know right now I'm actually testing out my clarifying skills because, give me 1 minute, let me plug up the computer before the battery dies. But I'm actually testing out my clarification skills with, using my oracle decks and other decks, because I haven't gotten to that point yet, but I want to try it out, and I'm being led to do it. So anyway, Heavenly Father, please help us to clarify the crystals card. What is the present situation that the crystals are helping support? Like, what is the present situation that the crystals are supporting us in? What is the present situation that the crystals are supporting us in? That's one card that came out. I'm not sure. I don't feel that per se, but that doesn't mean it's not clarifying. So I'm going to ask one more clarifying card. Heavenly Father, what is the present circumstance, situation that the crystals card is helping us? Okay, my question. What is the present situation that the crystal card is supporting us in? What is the present situation that the crystals card is supporting us in? Please help us clarify what is the present situation that this is helping support us in. What is the present situation that the crystals card is helping support us in? What is the present situation the crystals card is helping support us in? What is, okay, so I'm going to leave that alone, and that feels a bit more right. 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 I'm going to read both of them because I have a feeling that that this is right too. And I'm gonna tell you the reason I have a feeling of that is because usually every time something flies out, whether, not all the time, I ain't gonna lie, not all the time, but when I don't feel it all the time, it doesn't mean that it's not right. It just means I don't feel it. And I'm beginning to learn that sometimes when I don't feel the energy of a card, it's not because it's not right. It's actually because it's something usually I don't want. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not necessarily always pleasant. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Hold on, I just dropped some cards. All right, so the first card that came out was the Hierophant in reverse, and so we're going to go ahead and figure out what that means. Come through, Heavenly Father, come through. So the Hierophant in reverse deals with society, good understanding, concord, being overly kind, and also a weakness of some sort. Okay, and the next card that clarified that situation was the Three of Cups, which for me definitely represents not just parties. For me, the Three of Cups, really always represents a third party circumstance. A third party circumstance. And for me, I know that resonates because that is a real thing that's happening for me. And I feel like, honestly, this Hierophant energy in the reverse is me. It's me. It's my energy. This is my energy. Okay, at least with the Hierophant, I'm going to say. With this energy where it was like, remember I was trying to clarify what signs are the ones who are, dealing with the whole profoundly clairvoyant. And I told y'all that, yes, this can apply to all signs. But when I asked, what I got was the water signs and the air signs predominantly. So the Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisces, and the Gemini, Libra, and Aquariuses, right? Now, I want to say that this is anybody who has this in their sun, moon, or risings, or even Venus, because cups deal with love and emotions to me. So I will also say that this could be in their Venus as well. And maybe I'll even say your Mercury, because Mercury Mercury deals with the way that we communicate as well. And for some of us, we communicate through our emotions, especially some of those who have a lot of water in your chart. So again, a lot of these people tend to be highly intuitive. And to me, intuition and what we see in the spiritual, that's all communication. It's just divine communication. So anyway, that's just that with that. Um, yeah, so let me go ahead and read what the Three of Cups deals with real quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and say what I think this is dealing with. I actually just want to say what I think it's dealing with. Okay, so first of all, we already read what the Hierophant means. It's talking about, you're a person who is genuinely kind-hearted. You're good. You have a very good nature, holy nature, pure, righteous nature. And now let me let you know that this don't mean that you don't do no wrong. It means that overall, your intentions are of the highest good. You're not here to harm anybody. You don't plot or secretly, hope to do anything wrong to anyone. You are kind, genuinely so. The energies that I definitely feel the Hierophant have everybody included in the cards. But predominantly, traditionally, this is Taurus. But I also think that because of the yellow and stuff and the red, I always get the fire sign energy too with this. And the gloominess and the darkness, I can say that this is Scorpio energy to me too. But anyway, that's not the point. I just want to focus on the energy of this person. Good, kind-hearted. And you actually expect the same out of other people, even though you don't all the time get that. The other thing that this talked about was societal issues. So in this union, because I feel like it is clear that it is a union that is supposedly a twin flame union with the divine masculine and feminine. I would say that, maybe according to societal norms, I would say that this is supposed to deal with the fact that maybe you're doing things right by society. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't feel that very strongly. I don't feel that strong. But what I do feel very strong is the overkindness and the weakness. I feel like the energy of this card is that somebody is being so kind and trying to be so diplomatic that it's being taken as a weakness for them. And I feel like it's also because it's a third party circumstance, like it's a third party situation. In fact, I will go out on a limb and say that this is a situation where there's, remember, this is the divine masculines reading, right? All I'm supposed to be doing is clarifying. We already knew women was going to show up, period. But I feel like maybe our divine masculine is cutting up. They got us and they got another person. And both of the ladies are maybe operating in this Hierophant energy. Maybe, in some way. I don't know. Not entirely sure. But something is going on where there's a third party situation, and crystals is kind of what's helping to bring support with what's going on. For me, I feel like this is resonating. I feel like this is all up and down my street. I feel like this is all up in my business right now. I'm in a third party situation. Me and the woman, we can actually enjoy each other. We can actually have a really good time, at least so far. We're still getting to know each other, still trying to build our own unions and everything, with this man being the man, with this guy being the man of the divine masculine right here, he with this red cloak and stuff. I feel like that's fire energy all day. So that dude could very well be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. My guy's an Aryan man. I think that the women represented, I'll speak and say because of my situation, another fire sign woman, and also maybe like it could be a Virgo, or a Cancer, or a Scorpio. And I just say that because the woman who's dressed over here look like it could be off-white or darkness. It's like it's kind of dark and gloomy a little bit. The dress almost. It's not like crisp white, you know? But anyway, this could definitely represent any sign. We know this, guys. We know this. But yeah, I feel like that could represent Virgo energy. This lady in the whatever color dress this is, or like I said, some type of woman with water energy. I feel like she's the one who is the one who's probably over kind, and it's like a weakness for her. The other one, you know, it may have some kindness, but she does something else. It's weird. I don't know how to explain it, but she's turned away. Like if you look at it, guys, one woman is turned in the opposite direction of this man, and another one is turned towards him, and he's got his leg on the one that's turned towards him. I kind of feel like that says something. I feel like that means something. I almost feel like I want to say that in a third party situation that there's one of them who's already ready and willing to walk away because of some other shenanigans going on. Maybe she's able to see the natural inclination that this Aryan man has to you, the one over here who's got maybe the Virgo or the Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio energy over here. This may not be your main sign. These can also deal with your Venus, moon, sun, rising, and Mercury signs, I want to say. But this woman might be able to see what's going on here. She can see that, oh, this girl is so sweet and so loving, and I see that he loves her. You know, not that he doesn't care for her, but it's like there's something else more going on here. And I feel like she can see that, and she like, all right, yeah, this good, this cool, good for y'all, and I'm ready to roll out at any point in time. Like I'm gonna celebrate with y'all, but then I'm dipping out, type stuff. Oh, this is getting too long. I don't want this to be too lengthy, but there's somebody in this situation that's being so kind, and it's really kind of being taken for weakness, I think, and it's being taken for weakness by the man, not by the other woman, but by the man. And I would say, because this is all down my street, crystals could be something that either all of you guys have a mutual bonding and inclination to, or at least that the two women can bond upon. Because that's what really happened for me, guys. The other woman is not the other woman, the sister wife, I'll say. And she took me to a crystal shop because he told her that I love crystals. And I was in heaven. And now to know that we both enjoy crystals, it's just like really cool. It's really cool. So this also could be the energy that, you know what, this could work. I don't know. I'm not here to say no or yes. It's not my ideal situation, but nevertheless, it doesn't mean that it could not possibly work. You know, but I ain't gonna lie, I can't help but realize that one of these women is faced directly towards this dude, and the other lady is like on the way out. It just seemed like she's like turned outward. You know what I mean? That could just represent that she's more to herself, and this woman is more catered to him, type shit. You know what I mean? Could just represent energy and not necessarily mean that anyone's gonna leave. You know, this just could be two different women bringing something to the union that they all mutually raise the cup of love to. They may all agree to be a part of this union, and it actually worked. So let's talk about what the Three of Cups deals with. The Three of Cups, give me a moment. That was just me looking through the card and, you know, sharing what I get. Anyway, the Three of Cups deals with celebration, party, fun with friends, laughter, and possible third party. It deals with victory, perfection, happiness, healing, and comfort in a time of sadness or discomfort. Wow. So this could also deal with the fact that crystals are going to be a source of comfort. Just like this card already says, that the energy of crystals supports and helps you with your present situation. So the energy that could really be coming from the Three of Cups don't even have to be the third party energy at all. It could just be more so like, it could just be the energy of this. Well, I still think it's third party. I'm sorry, I can't take that away. I still think that it's third party, and I think that this third party situation actually is going to generate some type of healing. You being able to talk to this other woman, and you guys actually get along somehow, it's going to be a support somehow to you. Or maybe you guys will be supportive to one another. Anyway, I don't know exactly how this is going to go, guys, but I do still think it's a third party situation, but I think somehow it's healing. And it is going, like, this other situation, this other woman is going to somehow bring, like, her, maybe just her presence is going to give you comfort. Or maybe vice versa. Your presence is going to give her comfort. She looks like the other lady looks like she can be detached, if that makes sense. Like, she knows how to detach. While you, on the other hand, you're so into this guy. Like, whoever this energy is, if this you, fine. I know that I feel like this is me. And I am so just all like, this is my energy. I feel like I'm towards him. You know? And the other woman, she can detach. She like, I'm good. You know, I need my little space. I want to be apart. I want to be here. I like you too, but I need my space still type stuff. So, yeah. Yeah. That's that with that. I'm going to be quiet now. This has become entirely too long. But, it talked about perfection as well, guys. It talked about perfection as well. And I don't know, who's to say that this third party situation can't actually be something that's perfect for you guys, even though it may not be something that is completely wide known and widespread in this particular society, which the Hierophant in reverse also happens to deal with. It doesn't mean that it cannot work. This could be the perfect situation for you and your man. Who knows? I don't know, bruh. I don't know. But that's what I got right now. That's all that's happened for me. But this talks about victory as well. So I don't know exactly how that's going to come. I don't know exactly what that means. Darn, have you ever wanted to clarify a clarifying card? Is that possible? Can we do that, guys? Can we do that? Like, I low-key feel like I need to go ahead and clarify the clarifying card. So let me go ahead. I said I was going to stop y'all, but I can't. So I apologize. If you got to go, I understand. Come back later. Heavenly Father, can we please clarify this Three of Cups energy? Please clarify the Three of Cups. Let's clarify the Three of Cups. That's one card that came out. The High Priestess in reverse. Let's clarify the Three of Cups. I want another one. I'll just, Heavenly Father. Wow. Wow. Alrighty. Alrighty. So let's see about this. Let's see what messages are coming up here and now as a result of this. So one of the first clarifying cards that came up was the High Priestess in reverse. So let's see what she's talking about. Let's see this here. Let's see this here. So the High Priestess in reverse deals with passion, moral or physical energy for a cause or an end result. And then the sun, we're gonna go ahead and, first of all, I don't know if I can feel like I understand moral or physical energy for a cause or end result. Okay, so I feel like the high priestess in reverse. Thank you, Heavenly Father, because I almost forgot. This is talking about having the energy to see something all the way through, both with moral standing and just like your morals are going to lead you to physically do something. And the reason that you're doing it is because you strongly believe in it. What just happened? Undo it. Whatever just happened, please undo it. Okay, I just accidentally did some stuff that I shouldn't have did. I gotta delete this. Hold on, y'all. I'm so sorry. iPhones and me not knowing what to do with them. Okay, yeah. So it's talking about moral or physical energy for a cause or an end result. So maybe we're going to be in this third party circumstance because of something that we believe in morally. Like the third party, this card, the Three of Cups, also deals with some type of healing. And I know for myself personally that resonates with me because I feel like every person that's involved in this particular third party situation that I'm involved in, we are either all collectively at some point going through our own healing. And I also feel like if we can heal one another, then it is going to be our job and a part of our spiritual purpose to also encourage others to heal too. Okay. So that could be what this is talking about. Like the fact that we may stick this out because we can see the bigger picture. We can see the end result. We can see that if this works, how it can help. Morally, even. Morally and physically. With the Sun card, this is talking about great joy and happiness and fulfillment even. But let me not stop there. That's two major arcana cards, right? To clarify the Three of Cups. So let's see where the Sun card is. The Sun talks about success, happiness, and everything working out. All will be well. And this is what jumped out, clarifying the Three of Cups energy. So maybe, just maybe, I don't know, but just maybe this Three of Cups energy, I really feel the healing energy heavily. I feel like maybe all people involved are going to be healed, but it may not mean that everyone is going to remain in the third party situation. Like there may be somebody who walks away. You remember how I did say at the beginning that I feel like somebody's going to walk away? I was thinking that this woman right here who kind of seems like, hey, I'm good and I can detach at times or when I need to and whatever, but I do kind of want to be here. Like that lady could walk away. Could be a Leo, a fire sign woman, Leo, Sagittarius, or another Arian woman. But she could decide to walk away, leaving you and this man who are more truly connected. What I feel that means with him touching her, with him touching this woman, I feel like she gonna be happy for y'all. Like that could be another way to read this card. Like, okay, I was a part of this. I loved him too, and it was all good, but I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and move around type stuff. Who knows? I don't know if that's what it's gonna be. It could also be that you guys decide to remain, all three of you guys together, but she just can detach. I don't know. But this is saying that everything is going to work out. This Sun card is saying everything is going to work out. And this is also, this is to me, more than anything, the Leo card. Because Leo is ruled by the Sun. However, we could just easily is say that it's a fire sign card too, because the sun is a huge ball of fire. You know what I mean? And even still, to me, with this orangish and yellow or golden looking thing here going on, it can still represent the fire sign too. And the sunflowers. It's just, this is just the overall really happy card. And I feel like either it's clarifying that this is gonna be somebody, the way that someone's third party circumstance is going to end up, like y'all gonna all be absolutely okay with the union and it's gonna be good for y'all. Or I could read it that somebody is going to choose to walk away, but amicably so. It's not gonna be no arguing, ain't gonna be no cat fighting or anything. They're just gonna know, okay, I don't belong here. Y'all two belong together, and I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy for y'all. Or it could be that the man, the divine masculine, finally makes a choice, and he chooses who is best for him, who has been best to help him bring about his own healing. Maybe that's who he decides to choose, and the other woman ain't even mad. She like, it's cool. I ain't even mad. I'm good. I wish the best for you guys. And then she exits stage left. And for you, the other woman, it all worked out the way that you wanted it to. That's just one, that's the one other way. So I'm going to end it now. This is way too long. That don't make no doggone sense. But that's the end of that, guys. So, wow. Who would have thunk it? It started off with these three cards right over here. You are profoundly clairvoyant, twin flame energy, and crystals. And we clarify with the Ace of Cups, which also talks about divine, a divine union that is going to be emotionally fulfilling for you. So wow, that be this twin flame union here, because this was about the divine masculine. So this divine masculine is it for you, possibly. Like, this is probably it for you. And all the things that you've been having to go through in this union, it's going to all be worth it, man. It's going to all be so worth it, because this is your guy. This is your guy. This is your man. And he is going to choose you. He is going to choose you. And you're operating right here in this energy. And this energy has been everything. It's been everything. Like, I'm feeling so heavy that this has set you apart from the other woman. Like, if in fact this is truly a third party situation, like I truly believe it is, this energy that I believe does represent you, that I feel resonates with myself. So boom, boom, whatever. I feel like these energies have truly set you apart to your divine masculine. They really have. You operating in this super kind energy, and though it may be perceived as a weakness and all that, you may even see it as a weakness. You may hate it yourself sometimes, because it's like, you're such a kind person. You know, it seems sometimes maybe that you can't catch a break, or that you don't get what you desire sometimes, but that's really not the truth. The truth is that the Most High has been paying attention, the universe has been paying attention, and you've been putting out this good energy into the atmosphere, and it's going to be rewarded by you getting everything that you ever desired out of this union, and by you being made known that everything is going to work out just fine. You're going to have the happiness that you've been seeking. You are going to have the success. You're going to have, everything is going to work out. All is already well. Even if you may not be able to necessarily see that as clearly as you'd like right now. I feel like maybe, remember how I mentioned that the two women could have bonded over crystals, because that's what really happened for me in my situation. I'm going to say that y'all getting closer because of crystals is going to help her maybe realize some things. Maybe there's some motives there. I don't want to say that because I don't want to be mean or anything. But I'm going to tell you now, like, with my situation, my best friend's wedding kept coming up in my head. It's been replaying, not consistently, but like every so often this movie comes back up in my head, and it reminds me of Julia Roberts' character, who was kind of like an older woman, but she had history with this man. They had chemistry, baby. It was something between them. But when he met Cameron Diaz's character, who was a younger, kind of aloof, goofier, more dingy but lovable woman, he was enamored by her. She awakened something in him, you know. And though Julia's character knew the way that she could move Dylan's character, when it was all said and done, when she saw, like, not only that, but I can't move before I have to say this. Julia's character pulled out all the stops. Like, she made her moves on him. Everything. She really did some kind of sneaky shit. But in the end, she had to recognize that, you know what? He didn't love her the same way that he loved this woman. And to be honest, she didn't really love him the way that this woman loved him. And she knew that. And she had to walk away and be like this lady in the yellow. She had to be like, you know what? You sure right. Like, y'all belong together. This woman loves you. You love her. I'm over here I'm cutting up. Let me chill. Like, I know what we had. I know that what it was real and everything. And I could get you to do what I wanted you to. And I could move you. But, you know, at the end of the day, that's not all there is. And I see the love that you two share. And I dare not come in between that. Bonding over crystals could help, could help that. Bonding over crystals could totally help to change this union that's happening, that is right now involving a third party situation, into your ideal union with your divine masculine. Go figure. Now I'm really going to be quiet. Shalom.